It's just gonna sound crazy to a lot of people, especially if this is your first time listening to me talk and you're not aware of my other channel and the things I've been doing. But I always felt as if I was like different. And I hate saying that because it sounds very egotistical, and maybe you're watching this and as soon as I said that, you thought, what a little prick. Like he's full of himself, but I've posted on my Instagram countless times where I was, of no age really, like 14 years old, and I was posting stuff about like self improvement before self improvement was even really like a big thing, like spoken about on social media. And again, I was 14 years old, so at this point, I probably still wanted to be a professional football player. And I was like 15 years old, and I was posting stuff about David Goggins, and I can post screenshots where there's dates on there from YouTube where I was watching Goalcast. This was back in like 2019, 2020. I was, around like 14 years old, 15 years old, and I was watching them beforehand. Like I'm only 21 years old now. And like during them time, that didn't really mean much to me. I was just, like I was very like fascinated by, them like, not like superhero stories, but them stories where people just come back from like a tragic place. Maybe they grew up and they had no money, and now they're millionaires, and they just sort of like do the unthinkable. It's like a massive underdog story. I loved all that stuff. And Goldcast, I was addicted to it. I have a book, like a little tiny notebook that my dad gave me. They got from an event from his work, and I've kept hold of it. And I was, this was maybe about pre-COVID, and I was writing out all these like lists of improvements I want to do, and it was like, I don't swear as much, become more well spoken, think positively, and all this shit. Again, on my Instagram, I used to post quotes, motivational quotes. I was, like 14 years old. I just started, like high school. It was secondary school, what we call it in England. But I just loved it. And then I got to like 16, I wrapped up school, and I was waking up like 5 o'clock in the morning because I was seeing like Conor McGregor said, like run before eating anything, run fasted. I remember I ran so well, I got like a mile in, I thought flipping heck, my pass out, I feel so sick. But I thought it was going to make me a millionaire. Genuinely, that's why I done it, because I thought, oh yeah, millionaire routine sick. Yeah, it's going to make me a millionaire. I was, obviously I was wrong, but the intention was there and the intention was pure. Then I started working. That's when I was like, I ain't working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. But I was lost, and I sort of felt like I had no purpose. I was just doing a job that, to be honest, I wasn't super passionate about. Sorry, I just paint cars. That was all I do. I just paint cars. And in my head, like I wanted more, like I was always thinking about my future and shit like that. And in my mind, I was like, why am I so stressed about that? I'm 16, turning 17. Why the fuck am I thinking about like becoming a millionaire and having my own business and just feeling lost in life? Then, no, I've spoken about this so much. I got to 18, started to feed into the, thoughts a bit more and trying to look for solutions, feeding into that, the delusion. That's what I was looking for. Started side hustles, went for a crazy 2 year journey, an absolute whirlwind of a journey. I want to make like a proper in-depth video on that when I, grow a much bigger following. because, yo, like, it was mad. It was honestly mad. But I grew a lot. Lost myself again, I would say. Started to become someone that like, I really wasn't. Wasn't anything bad. Like, I always say, you wouldn't talk to me and think, this guy's a prick. But I had a vision of who I wanted to become, and I thought at the time I was fulfilling that, man, but I wasn't. Then I ended up here. Been doing this for nearly a year now. Not posting YouTube videos, but more of like the content side of things. Started on TikTok. That didn't work out. Went up to Instagram. That didn't work out. And we're on YouTube. Is it working? I don't know. But I'm much happier. Much happier. Creating these videos. I like, this channel. It's got no subscribers. Videos aren't getting any views. I'm sort of just talking to myself right now. Maybe this video will blow up. Who knows? I don't know. It's a fresh channel, but I've got my other channel. It's doing alright. Got like 278 subscribers. It's just doing alright. It's a journey, innit? It's a journey, but as a person, I'm much happier and in a much better place. But I don't know, like I always just thought that I was different because I don't know anyone, even now at the age of 21, that has the interest that I have. The people that I know personally. Of course, there's plenty of people on Instagram and other platforms of social media. But I always used to question, like, why the fuck am I like this? And I remember, hand on my heart, this is true. I remember in COVID, not too sure on the age, I just said to my younger brother, I was like, do you ever just get a feeling that you're going to become a millionaire? I said that to him, and I was still in school. And he was like, I don't know, like, not really. But I said, what the fuck? Like, for the longest time, before I can remember, I think as I say, I don't know, or as long as I can remember, I just had a feeling that like I was just different. Like I was, all throughout school, I was like, I'm a bit of fucking millionaire. I know it, and I still have it now. Like even when I post these videos, they get no subscribers, no views, no likes. Same with my other channel. I'm like, it don't really fucking matter. Like, it's a bit annoying, yeah, but I know that it's gonna work. I know I'm going to, be successful. I don't know. It's crazy, but I'm just numb. I'm a little bit different. I'm not better, just different.